Hey, you guys, welcome back to Let's Study. Right now we are studying 2 Samuel. We're in chapter 3 today. Before we get started, I'm telling you to go over to KandyNicoleRise.com and check out the Bible study along. You guys, this is going to help you to dive deeper into the word and be able to see more meaning in the things that you are reading and break it down. It's one thing to read the word, it's another thing to understand it. And also, I will tell you, every time you sit down to read this word, tell the Holy Spirit to come and read it with you and to give you understanding. You'll be surprised. You know, we watch pastors and things online, right? To get deeper into our word, to see different revelations of the word. But it all starts with them reading that word, and the Lord begins to speak to them in the same way that the Holy Spirit speaks to these pastors and people who are delivering these messages to you. He will speak to you about the word that you are reading. All right. So today we are reading in 2 Samuel and we are in chapter 3. We're seeing that these people are divided. They're a house divided right now. King David and Saul's son with this really weird name. Okay. They are coming against each other. They're having two kings over this basically one kingdom. All right. They are divided and fighting against each other. Let's continue to read, you guys. Mine is actually labeled Civil War, and that is correct. During the long war between the house of Saul and the house of David, David was growing stronger, and the house of Saul was becoming weaker. Sons were born to David in Hebron. His firstborn was Amnon by Aconite the Jezreelite. His second was Caleb by Abigail, the widow of Nabal the Carmelite. The third was Absalom, son of Mishai, the daughter of King Tamar of Geshur. The fourth was Abishon, son of Heketh. Fifth was Sebeth, son of Abel. The sixth was Egrom, by David's wife Eli. These were born to David in Hebron. David really could have stopped right there. He could have stopped at wife 2. That's a lot of women to keep up with David. Whoo, that's a lot of women to keep up with David. All right. So, and then you know he had more than this. Is just the beginning. He got some more. Because Bathsheba is nowhere in this. Okay? He ain't even got to her yet. So, David, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Let's continue to read about him. All right. If you been with us, you know what I mean by that. That's how he got Abigail, Mr. Steal. Okay. All right, y'all. These were born to David in Hebron. During the war between the house of Saul and the house of David, Abner kept acquiring more power in the house of Saul. Now Saul had a concubine whose name was Rivazih, daughter of Enah, and Ishbonesh questioned Abner, "Why did you sleep with my father's concubine?" Ooh, okay. Abner was very angry about Ishbosheth's accusation. Saul's son. He was very mad at Saul's son for the accusation. Okay. You know why? Because which one was it? We're going to get to this soon. This is about David. I'm not going to give it away just yet. When you're sleeping with the concubine, it's kind of like you trying to say I'm the king because I'm messing with basically like the little queens, basically. The concubines is kind of looked at like as the king's property. Okay, so you're going over there and you're messing with his basically like his wives, his concubines, the women that he laid with. So what you trying to say, you king now? Huh. So that's why he had a problem with that. All right. So Abner was very angry about Saul's son's accusations. "I am a dog head who belongs to Judah," he asks. "All this time I've been loyal to the family of your father Saul, to his brothers and to his friends, and haven't betrayed you to David. But now you accuse me of wrongdoing with this woman? May God punish Abner and do it so severely if I do for David what the Lord swore to him, to transfer the kingdom from the house of Saul and establish the throne of David over Israel and Judah from Dan Beersheba." Ishbosheth did not dare respond to Abner because he was afraid of him. Abner sent messengers to all his representatives to say to David, "Whose land is it? Make your covenant with me." and you can be certain I am on your side to turn all Israel over to you." David replied, "Good, I will make a covenant with you. However, there's one thing I require of you. You will not see my face unless you first bring Saul's daughter, Michal, when you come to see me." Then David sent messengers to Ishbosheth, son of Saul. "Give me my wife Michal. I was engaged to her for the price of 100 Philistine foreskins." So Ishbosheth sent someone to take her away from her husband, Prevails, son of Laish. Her husband followed her, weeping all the way from Beersheba. Abner said to him, "Go back." So he went back. That is a slap in the face. So this girl, Saul got mad at David. Saul basically was having it out for David. David had to flee and leave. His wife, she was really in love with Michal, was really in love with David. Okay, she even helped him to escape. He escapes, right? While he is over there getting him some new wives, okay, she is given away to another man as his wife. Okay, and she's been his wife for a minute now. Okay, she might even had some kids or something for this man. It didn't matter. David said, "That was my property. I acquired her for some foreskins." Okay, for some Philistine foreskins. I killed a whole bunch of Philistines, and I will never understand some things in this Bible. Okay, killing for some foreskins, but that is how he acquired her. Okay, he killed some men and brought the foreskins. So he getting his other wife back. I told y'all he got too many women. He got too many women, Mr. David, okay? That's one thing I can already see going wrong for David. All these ladies, he got a little problem, all right? Let's go ahead and get into 17. Abner conferred with the elders of Israel. "In the past, you wanted David to be king over you. Now take action because the Lord has spoken concerning David through my servant David. I will save my people Israel from the power of the Philistines and the power of all Israel's enemies." Abner also informed the Benjamites and went to Hebron to inform David about all that was agreed on by Israel and the whole house of Benjamin. When Abner and 20 men came to David at Hebron, David held a banquet for him and his men. Abner said to David, "Let me now go, and I will gather all Israel to my lord the king. They will make a covenant with you and will reign over you all you desire." So David dismissed Abner, and he went in peace. Just then David's soldiers and Joab returned from the raid and brought a large amount of plunder goods with them. Abner was not with David in Haran because David had dismissed him, and he had gone in peace. When Joab and the whole army arrived, Joab informed Asher, son of Nerah, came to see me, and the king dismissed him, and he went in peace. Joab went to the king and said, "What have you done? Look here, Abner came to you. Why did you dismiss him? Now he's getting away. You know that Abner, son of Nerah, came to deceive you and to find out about your military activities and everything you're doing." Then Joab left David and sent messengers after Abner. They brought him back from the well of Sarai, but David was unaware of it. When Abner returned to Hebron, Joab pulled him aside to the middle of the city gate, as if to speak to him privately, and there Joab stabbed him in the stomach. So Abner died in revenge for the death of Asahel, Joab's brother. David heard about it later and said, "I and my kingdom are forever innocent before the Lord concerning the blood of Abner's son Ner. May it hang over Joab's head and his father's whole family, and may the house of Joab never be without someone who has discharge of skin disease, or a man who can only work a spindle, or someone who falls by the sword or starves." Joab and his brothers Abishai killed Abner because he had put their brother Asahel to death in the battle of Gibeon. David then ordered Joab and all the people who were with him, "Tear your clothes and put on sackcloth and mourn over Abner." The king David walked away behind the coffin. When they buried Abner in Hebron, the king wept aloud at Abner's tomb. All the people wept, and the king sang a lament for Abner. Should Abner die as a fool dies? Your hands were not bound, your feet not placed in brown shackles. You felt like one who falls victim to criminals. And all the people wept over him even more. They came to urge David to eat while it was still day, but David took an oath. May God punish me if I do it so severely, if I taste bread or anything else before sunset. All the people took note of this, and it pleased them. In fact, everything the king did pleased them. On that day, all the troops of Israel were convinced that the king had no part in killing of Abner, son of Ner. Then the king said to the soldiers, "You must know that a great leader has fallen in Israel today. As for me, even though I am the anointed king, I have little power today. These men, sons of Zerah, are too fierce for me. May the Lord repay an evildoer according to his evil." So they finally got their revenge, okay? But it's coming at a price, okay? They are pretty much marked now, and David actually curses their whole family line. So Abner was actually coming to set up everything concerning the turning over the rest of the land. It's time for these people to come together. The whole point of why David is assigned king is to save the Israelites from the Philistines. And here are the Israelites killing each other. So we need to unify and have one unit, all right? So basically, Abner is crossing over to the other side. He was the main man with Saul's son, but he's saying, hold up. Isn't David supposed to be the king anyway? You want to accuse me of sleeping with this concubine? Okay. I have the power. Basically, he's like the military man. You know, he the big dog. He the king, but he the big dog. So he decides to go over there and make a peace treaty with David and basically unite everybody as one. And as he is doing that, this is the perfect time for them to take revenge for their brother's death. And they do just that. So we're going to pick up in 2 Samuel chapter 4 tomorrow. Come on over and let's study together. I'll see you guys then. Bye.